Man, okay. Words cannot explain how hype I am. The last time I had this feeling was when Gon was about to go Super Saiyan on Pito. And if you don't watch Hunter x Hunter, then I could best compare it to the feeling of every week when an Attack on Titan episode is coming out. This is how hyped I am. This anime, oh my goodness, it easily climbed up there with my favorites of this year. The only nitpick that I have, but then again, it's not really a big deal, the Satsuki versus Ryuko fight, I was expecting a little bit more because when you think back to when Ryuko first actually accepted Senketsu, when she fought Satsuki, I mean, that fight was so amazing. They destroyed literally the entire front of the school when their swords clashed. Well, when the scissor blade and Satsuki's sword clashed, there was like this awesome effect when it pulled the students in, pushed them out, pulled them back in, and pushed them out again. Like, I mean, that was just so epic, but here, it wasn't as epic as that fight, although I can understand because Ryuko is just so overpowered in Juketsu. But like I said, it's a small nitpick. We've seen enough Ryuko versus Satsuki's. I believe this is going to be the last one since they really don't have a reason to fight each other anymore because at the end, she's finally came to her senses and oh my god, that scene when she was ripping off Junketsu, I mean, wow, that was really epic. And I cannot put it into words how that ending made me feel. Her saying that she would rather die, that she has to get Junketsu off so she could put Senketsu back on, that really got to me because now she's come to her senses. She's realizing who her real friends are. And speaking of friends, oh my god, I swear I thought Mako was dead when they invaded her body and Ryuko chopped her, but Senketsu got in the way. I swear, I thought that was the end of Mako. My heart stopped and everything. I was like, come on, Ryuko. The beginning of this episode was really strange. Dragyo, Harame, and Ryuko were all like naked in this life fiber orgy pretty much. I'm like, why wasn't I invited to that? I would love to do that. I mean, there were tits and curves everywhere. In all honesty, if I can jump into an anime, I would jump into that part, honestly. But the life fibers turning into like a big ship was something that I was not expecting. Like, Ryuko is literally riding a ship made of life fibers. I will admit, I did underestimate Satsuki. I thought her and Senketsu were going to be like this disorganized clusterfuck, but she actually pulled off the same moves that Ryuko did. Even though their synchronization is not perfect, it's still impressive how she managed to pull off those moves and combine them. That scene was awesome, but she did get her ass whooped. But the plan that she left Mako to relate to the Elite Four was awesome. Like, I mean, Satsuki never ceases to amaze me. She will not die for anything. There's no killing her. She's like Orochimaru pretty much. Even though Ryuko was not in her right mind, it was really sad to see her talk about Senketsu like that, calling him a dish rag and everything, just saying that he's embarrassing to look at. Just everything she was saying when she was in Juketsu was horrible, and it had to have been hard for Senketsu and Mako to hear, but I like how everyone stood their ground and they believed that she could come back. Like, Mako's parents even got in the way at one point. Mako jumped in, Senketsu would not stop, and eventually, at the end, they did get their friend back. Even though Senketsu is an outfit, he is a true friend because it takes a really, really good friend, you can even say a best friend, to hear those words come from your friend and still want to help them out to this extent, to even sacrifice your life. This anime is just so symbolic and awesome and fucking hilarious. I do appreciate the small clash between Satsuki and Harame, and while we're on the subject of Harame, someone cleared this up for me because I thought I understood, but now that I think about it, it makes no sense. Okay, when Dr. Matoi, or Ryuko's father, cut off her eye, it didn't regenerate. I assumed because, you know, the scissor blade, it cuts life fibers pretty much. So if that is the reason why her eye did not regenerate, why is it that she got cut by the scissor blade last episode and this episode and is able to regenerate and is still alive? That's what I don't get. Now the question is, what is Satsuki going to do without Junketsu? Not saying that she needs him because she is pretty badass without him, but I mean, seriously, it's about to be a fight between Ryuko, Harume, and Ragyo. So what is Satsuki going to do against Harume and Ragyo naked, pretty much, unless she comes up with this brilliant plan? She may be the tactician behind their attack, but, I mean, as far as actually in the fight, I don't see what she can actually do, especially against her mother, because she's just fucking badass. And she's riding a life fiber ship right now. You don't fuck with someone who can ride a life fiber ship. And the end, the bloody tit scene was just great. The symbolism there was great. And, I mean, literally, her own blood is covering the outside of her body. Anyone else would be dead right there. But this just shows how much she wants to get back to the good guy side, how much she wants to wear Senketsu again. And when she does, I'm telling you, we saw her power like when she awakened from that incident with the first confrontation with Ragyo. Ryuko is so fucking strong now. So with Senketsu on, I just imagine her being like Ragyo level. But these final fights are going to be so fucking epic. The world has pretty much been taken over by life fibers right now. Even Ragyo's followers have become covers, and I mean, how is Ryuko going to do all of this? Because honestly, she's really the only one who has the power to stop any of this. Gamagori's machine that sucks them out of the covers has been damaged by Harume, so there's no telling what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure once she puts Senketsu back on, shit is about to turn up. It's about to get real up in this bit. But tell me what you guys think. This has been JB the Chia. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.